can't stop him alone. No one can. But we can find a way. Together.
Marvel Studios Thunderbolts.
I want to talk about Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Before we talk about a review, there's something I want to mention. I think this, outside of the movie, this has been the most happy I've been with a Marvel thing. For the sole reason of the amount of love it's getting, the hard marketing push it's getting, the fact that I'm still seeing interviews with a lot of the cast members just feels so prime MCU. Like, the way they're treating it, it feels so prime MCU. And they're doing crazy photo shoots. They're doing the big, like, interviews. They're doing the big, nice world premieres. They're going and talking to, like, podcasters and stuff like that. Like, it feels so good to be back in a place where people are excited about Marvel. Because I don't think we've had that in years. Even after Deadpool and Wolverine, which we were like, I love, you love. Like, we love Deadpool and Wolverine. I think even after that movie, we were like, okay, the problems are still there, though.
Yeah.
Bunch of fan service, a bunch of this and that, trying to get us connected with the old stuff. Where's the future? What do we have planned? So, can I go first to my review for Thunderbolts?
Go.
So, here's my review on Thunderbolts. I give Thunderbolts an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
But I'm going to put an asterisk on that 8 out of 10. Because I think, now, I'm going to calm down here. There is a strong chance, though, that within a year, maybe 2, maybe on a few more rewatches, this will be a top 10 MCU movie for me. If not, top 5. Like, the vibes were there. It took me back to, like, that almost Winter Soldier, Civil War, like, Captain America. This is what I wanted Brave New World to be. You know, like that vibe. This movie gave me that more darker vibe. The cast, dude. The character, the chemistry. Everyone had so much chemistry. Characters, for the most part, that have not interacted outside of Yelena and Red Guardian. None of these characters have interacted with each other. So much personality. Everyone is talking. This movie has one of the best... we're going to get into spoilers. So I'm just going to spoil this one scene. It's very light. This has a top... probably one of my favorite MCU scenes ever, like a comedy bit. I've historically said my favorite scene in the entire MCU is when in Spider-Man Homecoming, Liz is playing F, Marry, Kill Avengers. And the girls bring up Spider-Man, and Ned yells across the room, "Peter knows Spider-Man!" That's my favorite scene. That was hands so down. Funny. It makes me laugh every time. This movie has a scene that's almost on that level to me. And it's the scene when John Walker's sitting in the back of the truck with Yelena and Ghost. And she's looking at him. They're just kind of staring at each other. And she's like, "So, like, your hat?" And he goes, "My hat? Oh, you mean my helmet? Pretty sick, right?" The way I laughed so embarrassingly hard. I was crying. I thought it was the funniest thing ever because this guy's trying so hard to rizz up and it's just not working. Man. She makes him feel like such an idiot. And I don't know. It's such a good scene, and that's just a testament to what I'm saying. The characters have so much chemistry. Movie also surprisingly deep. Like, it just tackles a lot of really good themes, and I'm just in love, dude. I genuinely think we're so back, and I can't wait to talk about it right now, like, more in depth. But I want to hear what you think, just so I don't steal everything.
Nah, you good, bro. First off, when we had these 3 movies listed, Captain America, Brave New World, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, First Steps, I did not care a single bit about Thunderbolts. I didn't care. Like,
you were very opposite on that.
Yeah, like, I was more towards my excitement towards Brave New World, and I still really like that movie. It's still an 8 out of 10 for me. I was more focused on, Thunderbolts, do your thing. I'm going to focus my full attention on Fantastic Four First Steps. Holy crap, was I wrong. Like, I thought this movie was going to be like a 6 or 7 out of 10 for me. It's a 9 out of 10.
It is, dude.
It's a 9 out of 10.
I could see it being there for me.
The only reason why, like, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 personally, and it's going to be hard for you guys to change it for me. It's going to be hard. The opening of the movie instantly got me into it. Like, at first, I'm watching the Marvel Studios logo come up. I'm seeing, we don't have the scenes from the movies. We have the comic book strip. I'm like, okay, something new.
Bring it back.
Next thing you know, the theme song gets dark. And I'm just like, whoa. And then the whole Marvel Studios logo goes dark, and I'm just like, wow, I feel like crap in a good way. And then the next thing you know, you open it up with Yelena talking about how she feels lonely, and then she's talking about how like she's depressed, and then she's like, maybe I'm just bored, and then she just goes in, cool action scene. I'm like, wow. And then that camera, like that camera angle with her shadow, like fighting those shadows, because you can see her fighting, but then the shadow keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, guys, Void, remember? Like, and I'm just thinking, wow, the connection to that is so cool. But the thing that really like got me into this movie is you have all these anti-heroes, or
anti-heroes,
mercenaries. Like, you know, we know a couple, and we know Ghost, we know stinking John Walker, we know Red Guardian, we know I don't really want to say Yelena because she was never really like the hero. She was just she came in at the right moment.
She was she is a mercenary,
well,
anti-hero.
I guess I'm gonna say she didn't have a big failure like them, where it was like, oh, you had all this potential, and then like something happened, and then you lost it.
Yeah, her failure is her being like a freaking child mercenary.
Yeah. But like, I just love how, like, even when they're roasting each other, going like, oh, we all pretty much suck, like you're worse, yada yada yada. Having Bob come in and then be like the main one who's all effed up and like super like you know he's going through some crap, and then have that be the person to really like highlight this movie, because Bob was my favorite character in this movie.
Oh yeah,
it goes totally. Bob, Yelena, and then everybody else. But
that's how I feel too. That
1000%.
Bob, Yelena, everyone else.
Yeah, but like, I didn't care a single bit about these characters. I didn't care a single bit. I didn't care one bit. And then at the end of the movie, I'm just like, I need to see them all.
We got a family.
I need to see them. Like, I'm going to be for real. This is going to be a hot take. I think it's better than all three of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. All three of them. I think this movie, Thunderbolts, is better than all three of them. I just love the story. I love that also when Bob touched them, it got dark for them, and they had like that, they resaw their failures or whatever, the biggest moment that was like, oh man, this got me like hit the most. And then that scene when John Walker almost, and this is a spoiler, my bad guys, that scene where he almost walks off and kills himself in that tunnel, I was like, oh my gosh. And they did that for each person. It was like, it was just so dark, and I just loved how at the end there was something hopeful for it, where like, you know, you had these people, they lost to Sentry, and then Void comes in, they go in the Void, and, you know, Bob is being consumed by his own darkness. And I loved how spiritual it was with that, because it's like, you can't fight your own battles on your own sometimes. You can do it, but you don't know if you're going to really come out on top. You need other people to help you through that. Mm-hmm. And I know there were some people going like, yeah, but it was so cheesy, the power of friendship. But I'm like, no, you don't understand. All these people are so depressed, so like in the dark, like so, some were suicidal. Them helping Bob out, a guy that they just met like that day or 2 days of, seeing that the darkness was consuming him and going over to console him through that. That is way bigger than just the power of friendship. That is love. That is a family. That's a community you built to help you get out of a situation you got yourself into. And that's what you need sometimes. I just love that message.
So the Guardians thing, I was really debating it.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say personally.
No. Low key. I don't feel comfortable saying it, but I think you might be right. I think this movie just tackles themes that I find more relatable.
Yeah.
I think the Guardians movies are incredible, but again, like, I genuinely think this movie is up there with family teams. We get too many of them. That's what people like to say. We have too many family teams. Why does everything have to be Guardians? A group of misfits that... But this feels so distinctly different. This isn't just another group of wacky misfits. This is a group of broken people that need a family.
Yeah.
And this is what they find. This is... you hit it. You hit it so good. All these characters are so broken.
Yeah.
And they finally find people to pick up the pieces where they found broken in their lives. It's like John Walker, his family left and took his kids, and he has nothing. And Yelena has done so many awful things, and she lost her sister, and she says bored, but like, you know, she's just coping. Like,
definitely.
She has nothing. And the way all their broken pieces are able to piece together and make a family, I think is the most beautiful thing this movie has.
1000%.
It's incredible. This team feels more like a family than the Avengers ever did. And the Avengers never were supposed to feel like a family. Just a bunch of people that tolerate each other, right? But I think that's what the next group of Avengers needs. It's a family. It's a set team. It's literally what we've been talking about for years. Who are Avengers? Who are the people that have chemistry? Who are the people that we are going to be like, oh, I can't wait to see them deal with this. We finally have it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see what John Walker has to do with Doom. Like, look, John Walker, say what you will about him. He's a massive douchebag, whatever. He's top 3. It's Bobby. We said Bobby Lena, everyone else. It's Bobby Lena and John Walker. I love John Walker so much. Falcon and the Soldier, you love to hate him. This movie, I'm like, this guy's funny. And I feel really bad for him.
That's another thing I want to touch on, the feeling bad for him part. Now, through the movie, whenever he popped up, I just went, get him off my screen, bro, for a second. Like, because I watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, now Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Haters in the comments, I don't care. But the fact that I went from get him off my screen to, oh my gosh,
like, damn,
I'm so sorry, bro. Like, I didn't know it was that bad. I like that scene where, like, once again, Bob touches him and it shows you what happened. Like, he's like, his kid's there and you're thinking, yes, he's a deadbeat, but also he's looking at all the stuff people are posting about him. And somebody put it to me so well. They were like, going from being the next Captain America, who you're highly decorated, you were in the military, like, you had all of this like good stuff happen, and then you had one bad moment that is debatable by other people of what you did. You killed somebody, and then now people are looking at you like a stain in America, like the country you loved, and it's now it's like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do? And now you got to deal with this and that. And then right when I heard that news of like, oh, your wife took your kid and left you, and then like his face when he was just like, yeah, when Yelena saw that and she instantly went, oh my gosh, I felt that in the theater. I was like, wow, I really am just too hard on this guy. Like, he was just a guy who really wanted to just help. And I know, like, you know, after losing Captain America, like, we had all these emotions, but I genuinely felt bad for the guy. Yeah. I felt bad for all of them.
Because he even mentions it in the movie, and he's like, you killed an innocent guy. And he's like, define innocent.
Yeah.
Which is funny. It's supposed to be played off for jokes, but also, I mean,
it's true.
Like, the guy wasn't innocent.
That's
like,
true.
he, if I'm mistaken, he was a flag smasher, right?
Yeah.
He just got the wrong guy.
Yeah.
And he was running. The problem wasn't necessarily that he killed someone. It's the fact that the dude was actively surrendering and everyone saw him still murder him. Still, the point stands. That's like, Falcon Winter Soldier does such a good job of almost showing it on one side, where it's like, we're made to look at this guy as like some loser that's not worthy to be Captain America. Yeah. We're made to see how lost he gets in his emotions, how big of a problem he is. But this movie does a good job of like grounding him and like making him a focus, where it's like, oh wait, maybe I can understand why he did that. Yeah, his friend did die in front of him.
I was thinking about that again.
He lost his friend, and like, he made a bad decision, but what happened to the thousands of good things, the multiple medals of honors he has, all of it just to get ripped away?
Yeah.
And like, dude, it's sad. I saw a really cool theory, and it was from a TikTok account, and it talked about how in everything he's in, his shield always breaks. Like Falcon Winter Soldier, obviously blood stain on the shield, and then when he makes the shield, his shield breaks. And in this movie, his shield gets bent, and he keeps it bent for like, even the post-credit scene, it's still bent. I saw people saying like, I wouldn't be surprised if through the duration of the rest of his MCU career, it gets unbent, and it like represents his like mental state and how he's like fixing him, you know, and working on himself in the same way he's working on himself to become like a true Captain America. And he's a U.S. agent, but like, does that make sense? Yeah. I thought it was a really cool theory, and I kind of hope that comes true. And I could see that makes sense to me. He's awesome. I love him. And I want to talk really fast about Bob. Yeah. Let's get into Bob. Okay. Because Bob's story is sad. It's really sad. But this movie has one of the coolest, probably one of the coldest MCU shots. And I noticed it because they messed with it a little bit. It's when they're in the void, and it's Bob fighting the void. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, in that conversation, when it's all of them together, they're all yapping in the lab, and you see a little like glitch in the screen. I don't know if you noticed that. It was like a line. I was like, what the heck was that? Mm-hmm. And then it shifts back to when they all get pushed back, and he's just beating the crap out of the void. And the way they do like the cracks, I'm just like, it is like, that shot is so cool. Mm-hmm. It's so cool. And the only time we see the void smile is like in that scene. So it's just like his two eyes and then his like white smile. He's
that
like,
scared the crap out of me,
dude. So good. Mm-hmm. So good. One of the best, not one of the best villains per se, but definitely one of the most like interesting characters we have in the MCU right now. And I love what you said about the power of friendship thing, because I want to talk about some like community negatives. Yeah. Some things that I saw people like talking about they're not liking. Power of friendship. The hero always wins. Like, how are the Thunderbolts gonna beat him? Oh, it just had to be from them, the power of friendship. I personally think the power of friendship is okay if it's earned. Yeah. Let's not forget that the Guardians of the Galaxy won with the power of friendship. Let's not forget, I mean, I can't think of another example, but I feel like that's the best example I can give, because we love Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone loves Guardians of the Galaxy, and no one had a problem when they held the... okay, granted, they do justify it with Peter Quill being half a Celestial. Yeah. But still, they almost died. Yeah. He would have died if he didn't... They all grab his hand. Mm-hmm. So, point still stands. That scene is beautiful. Yeah. It's so good. When he's doing the crap and then Yelena comes up and he's like, don't worry, I'm here. And then they all are hugging him. Exactly. And like, again, it's the family for me, bro. Yeah. It's like, it feels so much like a family. And it's the one thing I think the MCU's been missing. We finally found it. Again, our team. We have the new Avengers. And I'm so, so excited to see their future. It's so good. That movie's so good. Do you have anything else? What else do we want to bring up? Because I want to keep talking. I just like... Yeah, there's like little things I'm gonna point out, but I want to hear like if you have any other big things you want to bring up.
I just want to say it real quick, like I'm still stuck on that power of friendship thing, because it, like you said, it's so powerful, but like, or that scene is so powerful, but it's just like, it's such a beautiful ending to that movie, because at first, like, the way people talk about it, yes, like the whole power of friendship thing, I feel like that's gonna be what's gonna happen in One Piece or something. There's not gonna be no treasure, it's gonna be power of friendship, but like with this, it's different, because like I said, they're bringing him out of that darkness. Like, in going through that whole movie, you're hearing over and over again, this is the way he wakes up. He wakes up from a box where everybody thought he was dead. Like, it wasn't like, oh, he was just this project that like they're just hiding from people. It was literally like he was dead and they just were throwing him away. He wakes up, people don't know why he's there. They're asking him questions, treating him like crap. And then he starts talking about his like what's he's doing. He's like, yeah, I was on a little high, like somebody told me like there was this good drug, so I went and like did this test. And you're feeling bad for the guy, because it's like, no, he wasn't selected, he just stumbled upon it by accident, and then right when it didn't work, or they thought it didn't work, they threw him away. And it's like, holy crap, I'm feeling bad for this guy. And then once again starts using his powers, then he flies up, gets taken by Valentina, and then they're even trying to use him as like a, what's that word they use for some people, a product, a plant, a media plant. You know what they call celebrities sometimes? A media plant.
Oh, an industry plant.
Industry plant. They're trying to use him as an industry plant for like the next thing. They don't even care about him. They care about just
controlling him.
Mm-hmm. And then once again, he starts figuring out he's a god, and next thing you know, they kill him again. But
I love that scene, dude. I love that scene so much. Like,
tough.
Why would a god take orders from a man? Mm-hmm. She's like, all right, I think you're throwing that word around too loosely. Oh, yeah. No. You said... I'm all the Avengers rolling 20. That includes at least one god. Yeah. Dude, he cooked her. I'm not going to lie.
That was good.
That's insane. Like, dude, she probably felt like such an idiot. Like, literally one thing she used to, like, boost his ego literally worked, and she's, like, mad about it. Like, come on.
That was the funniest thing when I was watching the trailers, because when he caught Bucky's arm, I was like, who can beat this guy, and how is she controlling him? And then right when he was talking like himself, I was like, oh, he's probably figuring out everything. And then when that fight was happening, I was like, oh, shoot, he's figuring out how strong he is. And then right when she was telling him, okay, destroy them. And he said, no, why should I? I went, me and my friends in the theater went, oh, my gosh, he's figuring it out real fast. And I love how Watch that fight again, guys, and just see how many times he was learning.
Maybe I don't like the blonde hair. You didn't ask me what I wanted.
Exactly. He was learning.
Why would a god take orders from a man? So good.
I just love that movie, bro.
I want to harken back really fast to, again, power of friendship. What if we look at it from a different perspective? It's not the power of friendship. How about it's just the power of a support group?
Yeah.
It's the power of a support system. It's the power of a family. Because here's the thing. Power of friendship to me is this. Guys, he's too strong. How are we ever going to stop him? Together. And then they, like, beat him up. Like, what the heck?
So the Fast and the Furious family.
Yeah, like, imagine that. This wasn't that. This was helping a man overcome his darkness. This wasn't about them stopping some godlike threat because they didn't stop him. It was about them making him feel whole again.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's something so many people are missing. It's not just a matter of him, like, being some powerful guy that they kill at the end, or like, wow, how'd they get away with that? A bunch of people with guns. Even Elena says it, like, oh, you're just saying we all punch and shoot? Like, we don't do anything different? It wasn't about, like, them stopping an, like, insurmountable threat. It was about them finding a family and them bringing this guy in.
Yeah.
Taking him in. Taking this guy that's lost so much of his life in. Just incredible movie. Now, let's talk about that post-credit scene. Phil, let me set the scene for you. I'm gonna spoil. Here's the post-credit scene.
The mid-credit scene first,
huh?
Mid-credit, then post.
What was the mid one?
Cereal box.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like that one.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah. Okay, let me paint you a picture. Mid post-credit scene from my. I think I remember it kind of. Ladies in the store. She's looking at cereal. And look at that. New Avengers on the Wheaties box. Just like David Harbour wanted. And he comes up and he's like, cereal's pretty healthy. You see, looks good. The New Avengers, they're pretty cool, right? Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, New Avengers, you see that?
You see that guy?
Yeah, you should just take one. I hear they're really healthy for kids. You know that's me on the box, right?
And then she goes over and puts the box down.
So, poor guy. Dude, she couldn't just buy the Wheaties. Okay, I'm not a fan of Wheaties. Come on, I'd buy them. I'd do it. Gosh, that was so annoying. That pissed me. That lady sucked. We have a box of Wheaties right here.
Oh, yeah, Uncle Drew.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I forgot they did that.
I just got so annoyed when she put the box down. I was like, just take it. Just take it. It's a collectible. Just put it somewhere.
They don't believe in the New Avengers.
I mean, nobody will for a second.
Neither does Sam. Which is why I want to talk about the post-credit scene now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That post-credit scene was kind of awesome. Like, I'm not going to lie, it was really awesome. It sets up so much by, like, just talking. Literally just talking. Here's what we learned. We have an official Avengers team.
Yep.
The New Avengers in Avengers Tower. We're back. We're there. It's awesome. Not to mention, Val's kind of like Nick Fury, except the New Avengers own her.
Yep.
And they don't, like, not like how Nick Fury owned the Avengers. Sam, pissed off about that.
Yeah.
He don't like that New Avengers team. He's like, nah. That's not for me. He's going to make his own Avengers team, which I want to talk to you in like a second about who we think his Avengers team is going to be. Then they're like, yeah, and then there's this big problem in space. And he's like, and then John Walker's sitting there with his feet on the table, and he's like, what do you mean space? I feel like it's pretty big in here. I'm like, dude, how, like, dumb are you? How dumb are you? And
I was laughing so hard at that scene.
And then they're talking, and they're like, yeah, and, like, Bob doesn't even do anything. He's like, I wash the dishes. And I was like, good job, Bob. You wash the dishes so well.
Just listen to your music and chill out, bro. You deserve it.
Dude, he was literally just, like, drinking a milkshake. And I'm like,
he deserves it.
You earned that. And then we get a beacon. No, excuse me. We get a satellite image. We get a video. Pull it up on the screen. It's a weird-looking ship. Really weird-looking ship. But immediately when I saw it, I knew. That's our Fantastic Four.
Yes, sir!
Okay, so this is what I want to bring up about the post-credit scene. Do we think three things? One, the Fantastic Four and the movie coming out. Is it an alt variant version of the Fantastic Four? Or is it Doom?
I was thinking hella hard about that, bro. Like, right when I saw that post-credit scene, it made me really, 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 really want to watch Fantastic Four First Steps now.
The boring answer is it's probably just our Fantastic Four. But when I say boring, I don't mean that negatively. I just mean like, all right, that was probably what it is. Let's have some fun. What do we think about multiple Fantastic Fours? Do we think we can't do that? Like, do we think it's too early? Like, they're going to get a movie in like 3 months or 2 months from now. Do we honestly think they're going to also introduce a bunch of other Fantastic Four teams? No. Yeah. So we can write that off.
Yeah.
Now let's go into the next one. Senor Doom. Dr. Doom. Do we think RDJ is in that ship? Do we think he has the Fantastic Four hostage? Do we think he stole... Would he even need to? But do we think he stole some sort of multiverse jumping tech that Pedro Pascal made to go conquer other universes?
I think so.
Also, does this imply that Earth is gone? They are dead. Not them, but like their world.
Universe.
Guaranteed dead. That wasn't even a question.
He called it too.
Or was it leaked? No, I'm not even going to act like I came up with that one. I feel like everyone I know has been saying that universe is probably dead. Like,
oh, okay.
It's like probably the worst kept secret since Andrew Garfield in No Way Home. Like, we all know Fantastic Four is going to end with that universe dying. Not by Galactus, it's going to be by Doom. For sure. Not even a question. But
that would hit so hard, man.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
Like, they just saved the world from this big, gigantic dude, and next thing you know, Doom comes out of nowhere. Huh, fun universe.
So if it's Doom, obviously big deal, whatever, what's going to happen? Let's talk about what the effect of if it's just the normal Fantastic Four. If it's Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, Ivan Mas. If it's just them, who's going to them? Like, you think Captain Marvel is going to be like, I'm sensing an energy distance. I'm sensing some energy disturbance. And she's going to go up there and think it's like maybe Monica. And like, whoa, it's the Fantastic Four. Do we think, like, my whole thing is like, look, I understand how they connect. That makes sense. That's
also,
obvious.
It's 14 months after what happened in Thunderbolts.
Okay. That makes sense. Like, I understand them showing up. I just am like, okay, how are they going to, like, who are they going to go tell? They're in a new universe. Are they going to get on the planet, explore? No, they're probably in a rush. Like, I'm so curious with, like, this Avengers team, Sam's Avengers team, and then Miss Marvel's Avengers team. Like, who? There's too much, too many moving parts. And Sam was confirmed for Avengers, right? For Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Shang-Chi was too, correct?
Yep.
Who else was?
I can bring up the list.
Can you pull it up? All of Thunderbolts were confirmed. The main Fox X-Men people were confirmed, which their connection makes sense.
All right, I got the list.
And then Fantastic Four. Outside of those, it was Thor, Cap, and who else?
Black Panther, Shuri.
Okay.
Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. Namor. Shang-Chi.
Oh, Namor, really?
Mm-hmm. Falcon, Danny Ramirez. M'Baku.
I don't think he's going to have a main role.
Loki, Professor X, Magneto, pretty much the X-Men from before.
Yeah.
And Thor.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
That's our Avengers team.
Who are outside of the Thunderbolts and every other team.
This is our Avengers team. It's Thor.
Oh, shoot.
They
don't have Bruce Banner.
No.
Wait, do they?
I don't think so.
No, they don't.
Okay,
Not right
now. Where's She-Hulk, guys? Where's She-Hulk? This is our Avengers team. It's Ant-Man. It's Falcon. It's Cap. It's Shuri. It's
Thor.
Black Panther. Thor. And Shang-Chi. Guaranteed.
That's
I think Namor and M'Baku probably are going to be the connection to Black Panther joining them. Like, they'll probably be in Wakanda. Shuri's there. Namor, whatever. I forget. Does that movie end with them not, like, being cool with... No, she, like, almost kills Namor.
They are cool, but Namor is still plotting because now he's saying that Wakanda's weak and that they need them.
That's probably what it is then.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. I just don't think like him and M'Baku are going to be part of the Avengers. But I think that's your team.
Yeah.
We don't have a West Coast team confirmed then. So maybe Secret Wars? Or do you think that's too much?
I think it'll be Secret Wars.
You think? That's how they bring in Kate Bishop. That's how they bring in.
They're gonna need everybody for Secret Wars.
Yeah, for sure. I'm curious to see how that works out. But we have our Avengers team, and then we have the new Avengers, and we have Fantastic Four and the X-Men. That movie's gonna be massive. Bro. It's gonna be insane. I cannot be more excited than I am right now. We are so unbelievably back, and we say that so much because there's so many ups, so many downs. It's like, you ever see the memes where it's like MCU's back, MCU's garbage, MCU's back, MCU. Mm-hmm. It's always the alternating thing. People were saying like Brave New World is like an MCU's garbage thing. I don't think that. No. I think it was just like your average.
It was an opener.
I would say it's just like an average MCU movie. Like I think it's what we see with like Age of Ultron and stuff like that. But anyways, we're back, and there's setting up something here, and it's so good. Is there a chance Doomsday sucks?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. But also, I had another theory with that whole ship, Fantastic Four ship coming in. What if? Because remember in trailer number 2. That ship was floating above another planet that was getting destroyed. Mm-hmm. What if that planet was 616?
No way. How?
What if they arrive, they get everybody off the planet because they need to go to this certain planet to do something. Next thing you know, planet gets destroyed. 616 gets destroyed for some reason. And they're all looking at it getting destroyed. All the Avengers and stuff, they were already on the Fantastic Four ship, but they're looking at their world get destroyed. What if? It's just a theory.
Like, you think that would be what the post-credit scene is?
Maybe.
Because here's my thing. I love that. Historically, they've never shown the post-credit scene in a trailer. Mm-hmm. That'd be insane.
That would be cool if they did that, though.
No, but you want to see 616 get destroyed. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to, like, be there. Like, in it.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You need to be in 616 when it gets destroyed. You can't, like, show it in, like, a scene and then be like, all right, like, Doomsday, they're not on 616. Because then I feel like it raises so many more questions. Because that would mean, like, we would have to get a scene where it's every single superhero that they've shown off in the MCU ever in a ship together. That'd be so sick. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah. But the Fantastic Four ship does seem big enough to hold a lot of teams.
I'm so excited to see that movie's going to be awesome. We're so back. Unbelievably back. Thunderbolts was great. Okay, can I ask, where do you think it is on yours?
Thunderbolts?
Yeah. On, like, your MCU list all time.
It's
like,
got to be top 10.
Yeah.
It's got to be top 10. I'm still trying to work out the list because I know Black Panther and Black Panther 2.
I want us to do a rewatch so badly.
I did do a rewatch.
I know. I haven't in years. I've never done a rewatch.
Well, I mean, my top 5, without a doubt. Number 1, Avengers Infinity War. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. Number 3, Iron Man 1. Number 4, Captain America the Winter Soldier. Number 5, Black Panther. Number 6. That's the hard thing. I'm still trying to figure out what's over that because I'm putting Thunderbolts over Iron Man 2. I'm putting Thunderbolts over Iron Man 3. I'm putting Thunderbolts over Captain America First Avenger, Captain America 3.
Yeah.
I'm putting Thunderbolts over pretty much all the Thor films, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Maybe
not Ragnarok for me. I love Ragnarok, but
I think
Ragnarok
too, but this story hits so much harder.
Yeah.
Like, personally.
I think I might agree with you on that, actually, yeah.
It's got to be top 10 for me.
Yeah, probably. Guaranteed. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think it's better than Black Panther. I actually don't love Black Panther.
Oh.
I think it's pretty good. Y'all can call me a racist if you want.
You're not a racist.
I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think it's one of the better MCU movies. It's just not my favorite.
That's okay.
I think, like, I have problems with it. Like, the final fight's okay outside of, like, the ending is sick. I just don't think that movie clicked with me as hard as I feel like it clicked with, like, the world. You know? Like, everyone was obsessed with it. I actually think I like the second one more. The second one is a lot sadder and more depressing, and I think that's why it hit harder for me.
No, I feel you.
But yeah, that's going to be a conversation I can't wait to have when we, like, rank. I wouldn't be surprised if us, before Doomsday or Secret Wars, we, like, sit and we make a together list of movies and, like, projects. We're just, like, we argue. That'd be kind of fun, I feel like, if we did that.
I want to do a multiverse one.
Oh, just the saga?
I want to do just the multiverse saga ranking.
I'm cool with that. I'm so down with that. That'd be fine.